Hey guys, today we'll be talking about references and how they're different from pointers. Well, references are just extensions of pointers. Let's have a look at this example. In this example, we have a variable a which has a value 10 and is associated with an address 0x123. Let's introduce a reference. The ampersand sign or the and sign before b, the variable name, that's how we represent a reference. And by name, it is used to reference something. It cannot be null. In our case, it is referencing to our variable a. When we talk about this address 0x123, variable name a and b act as an aliases. That means as a nickname to that address. That's all the references are. Let's go towards pointers. Pointers have their own memory, which store address of variables which they want to reference. In the example, PTR is a pointer and is pointing to this address 0x123. Let's go through the code to check to see what we have learned so far. So let's create a variable a which is we'll set it to 10 and a reference which will be referencing to our variable a. Let's see out the values as well as the addresses of these variables as it should match because a and b they are just nicknames to the same address. And in this case, it is matching. Let's try to introduce pointers, which will reference A. In order to get the value present on the address stored by the pointer, we have to just dereference it by the asterisk sign. And to get the addresses, we'll use the same ampersand thing. Now, in this case, it should not match because pointers have their own memory address as it is not matching. But if we still want to get the same address, we can dereference it and then run it. We will get the same address. Now, references are not only used to point something, but they also make the code look clean. Suppose if we have a function which takes a variable a, and let's suppose this variable a which is present in the main function, we want to increment its value, like we want to change its value using or inside a function which is outside the main. Uh, if we pass by value, we won't be able to change the value of that a variable which is present in the main. And if we try to change it using by making it as a pointer, then we have to dereference it first and then increment. And since we are using pointers, we have to pass the address as a parameter to that function. And then eventually it will increment. Now there are too many things which are happening here, dereferencing, passing the address, so many things. And the best thing we can do is we can change it to a reference. By doing this, uh, it makes the code look much more simpler as we are dealing with variables only, but this time we can increment the value outside that main function.